It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And up next are the Texans' leader at quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Texans and the Jaguars on Thursday night.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we might see some extra opportunities for the backfields for the running backs in this one, CD, because we've got the top pass defense going up against another top 5 pass defense in the league here going head-to-head in this one.
And amazingly enough, they get tested each and every week, don't they? You would think people would look at their rankings and say, okay, we've got to try it a different way. But this is the NFL, and people want to move the ball through the air. So these guys get a lot of practice each and every time out. A lot of respect between these two defenses, both recognizing how well the other is playing. But let's face it, that respect goes out the window as we get started in this one. One has to one-up the other. Let's find out who has the advantage in this game.
And we are underway from Houston. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ready, break. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now second and 23. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And the pressure gets to him again. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Fair catch. And taken right near the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 7. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Texans had 2 and 12 in what has been a tough year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Hurricane. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That 2nd down play nets a -4. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out of is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Play action. It's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville, with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Gets around him, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On second down, a run with Etienne. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 3 on the gain there at 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Jones, his third touchdown now in the air. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When they're moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Screen play. Here's Etienne. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Lawrence on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa, a big test for the Bucs at home, as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then finally a good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags, and they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, in Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Josh Allen collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Toss left side for Etienne. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here comes the Texans now. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll set up to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 6 yards the pickup, and that's your first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his love a rest.
Throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Logan Cookman as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Now Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Lawrence. Jones has it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
160 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
2nd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 3 yards out.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
On this upcoming drive, last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 27, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And some room to maneuver.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Lawrence will throw. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Shifts by him. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 24 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Texans, it's a rare peak in a season of valleys as they move to 3-12 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they